Trump signed a defense bill which directed the Secretary of State to create a system to assess the implementation of the nuclear agreement struck in 2008. And that was 2 days after India cleared the Sustainable Harnessing and Advancement of Nuclear Energy for Transforming India, or the Shanti Bill, which allows private participation in the nuclear sector. The government bill also eases liability norms by capping operator liability for a nuclear incident to 3,000 crore rupees. The US Embassy in India welcomed the Shanti Bill on Monday, stating that the US is willing to work with India in the energy sector. Here's what they said, I quote, "We welcome India's new Shanti Bill, a step towards a stronger energy security partnership and peaceful civil nuclear cooperation. The United States stands ready to undertake joint innovation and R&D in the energy sector." Now, Trump's law shows the US wants India's nuclear liability aligned with global norms. Every fiscal year, the US signs the National Defense Authorization Act, or the NDAA, that is a crucial law which determines the defense budget and spending. A portion of the US law reads, I quote it, "The Secretary of State shall establish and maintain within the US-India Strategic Security Dialogue a joint consultative mechanism with the Indian government to assess the implementation of the 2008 Indo-US nuclear deal. The Secretary of State should push to align India's domestic nuclear liability rules with international norms." Now, the Indian government's landmark nuclear reform has drawn global interest. The bill aims for substantial growth in the sector. However, critics have emphasized concerns about safety, oversight, and supply chain issues. Questions have also been raised on the capping of the nuclear liability amount in case of a tragic event. India's opposition, the BJP's opposition in India, the Congress party, said that the new nuclear framework's timing is in line with US defense law. The Congress criticized the new bill, saying that it undermines the supplier accountability debate on a national scale, and the opposition also dubbed the nuclear bill the Trump Act. They also flagged the US push to dilute nuclear liability law nexus. Now, Congress General Secretary and Communications in charge, Jairam Ramesh, said, I quote him here, "The act is 3,100 pages long. Page 1,912 has a reference to the joint assessment between the US and India on the nuclear liability rules. Now, we know for sure why the Prime Minister bulldozed the Shanti Bill through Parliament," quote unquote.